Hello everyone, our gardening channel, and today I'm just going to be doing a quick update of the garden before the hard freeze comes through. We've had a few freezes come through here and there, but nothing significant to take all out our entire winter garden. So yes, let's record. Okay, so first we have our lemon balm here. This thing survived down to 29 degrees. You can see it has taken some frost damage here and there, but in general it's held up pretty well. And this plant I need to cut it back, so definitely I want this thing to be smaller next year. It's taking up a bit too much space. I'll have it stay in the back and give this persimmon some space to actually grow. Talking about it, we have the persimmon here. We have a lot of spurs, so that's good hope that we'll get some fruit next year, hopefully. We will paint this tree, so we'll paint it and we'll make sure that it's safe from the sun's cold next year, the summer. You can see it's gone pretty tall, 10 feet up there. Still has a little bit more to go. So maybe up to 12 to 15 feet, it depends really. Here we have our pear, it's going dormant. Also needs to be repainted again. You can see here the paint down there. Our asparagus, again, it's slowly going dormant, but very, very slowly. It's gonna take a hard freeze to make this stuff go all the way die to the ground. Here's our other pear tree. You can see, very nice, very beautiful red. They naturally just start losing their leaves in January. But whenever a hard freeze comes through, they also start losing their leaves. So the hard freeze will make them completely drop. Our bush over here has taken some frost damage. You can see over here, but when you get closer to the building, that heat keeps it just enough so that it's warm enough. You have our blackberries over here, which died in the summer, but they've seemed to be regrowing from the ground, so that's pretty good news. But of course, the hard freeze is gonna make them go dormant. So yeah. We have our garlic over here. Some of that garlic, it got hit by the first freeze and it's a little damaged, so this hard freeze will definitely put it all the way in the ground. And then this bucket over here is, again, as I said in the previous video, just to protect one of the radishes, like something like this. It's my best radish plant, so I can collect the seeds right next year. It's gonna go down to potentially as low as 17, 16 degrees, so it's not a light freeze to joke about, because even when it became 29 degrees, some of the plants took some light damage. We have our peas over here. They are in the middle of flowering and high production, but unfortunately the cold really seems to be getting to them. After our freeze last time, it seems that some of the leaves became a little yellow. It went down to 29 degrees and it stayed freezing for a good 5-6 hours, so this freeze will definitely take them out. This basil plant is a remnant from the summer. I don't even know how it's still green until now, but yeah. I'll collect some of the seeds from it. I think it's pretty much dead. The freezes of all 4 freezes in the winter damaged it, so it should be completely gone by after this freeze. Then we have our asparagus over here, which is even more dormant than that one. You can see the wind. We've had some really strong winds in the past week or so, and they've pushed them over. I'm finally very happy, so I can clean them to the ground, put them in the composter, and yeah, I'm really excited to get these clean because I want to make a nice steak. They're taking up a bit too much space on this side, as you can see, all this square footage. So I definitely want to make sure these are staked up and I can plant stuff here that can be shaded in the summer from the very hot sun. Let's see what else we have here. So let's harvest some of the daikon radishes just because they look cool. I'll keep most of them in the ground just so they can stay in there and keep the soil loose, but because that's the point, that's the reason I planted them, is because they keep the soil very, they loosen up the soil. Once you take them out, the soil's still loose because it already made that hole. Like here, for example, you can see this hole of this depression here is all from that. It loosened the soil so much, they really do help. So let's see one of them that we can really benefit from, because for the most part I want to leave them in the ground. I don't really want to remove them. So let's see on this side. I think we might have a good 1 or 2 plants. Over here you see how thick those roots are growing up against the fence. You see, those big roots, and they look small from the surface, but believe me, they are really deep. Let me take this one out just to show you guys. That's fine. I really don't care about damaging anything right now because it's dead. It's dead. This tree is coming in hard. Alright, let's see. That's a little stiff. I couldn't even get through it all. It's a lot of it is still stuck in the ground. Yeah, yeah. You can see it's definitely very deep down there. It's at least like a half foot deep. You can see this entire part of it is still stuck in the ground. You can see it ripped off. But yeah, it looks very nice, to be honest. I'm probably just gonna throw this in the composter in a little bit. Yeah, I'll just leave that one in the ground. It's really hard. It really is hard there in the ground. Let me see. I mean, I really don't want to take too many of them out, but a few should be fine. This one's taken some frost damage, you can see from last time. The frost we had the other day. Oh yes, you can see those things go deep in there. This one's a little small compared to the one I got the other day. The other one was like 10 inches or like a foot deep down there. You can see they're quite large, especially for this clay soil where the soil gets really hard. It's pretty damn good. I'll probably save this one actually. Seems to be in good conditions. The leaves will be composted, of course, but you can see. And you can see how big of a hole they make in the soil. See that? It loosens all that hard clay that I would have never imagined to put my hand so loosely in this ground over here. Of course I'll cover it up, but it does a very good job at that. But yeah, I still have a lot of big radishes in the ground, but I'm not going to harvest them because I really want them to stay and keep making the soil deeper, and hopefully they'll break down over time, release back all those nutrients that they took. I'll have to do more research on how that works. You can see now the temperatures down to the 40s, so I guess that's a good 11B. 11B. You can see it's getting cold now, so, and you can see it's very dry wind. I'll update you guys tomorrow. I believe it will freeze by tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it will freeze by the morning, and by Sunday we'll definitely have those hard freezes coming through. Monday and Tuesday will be in the 10s in the morning, so I'll update you guys on that later. And that's really all. And I have a lot of plans for the springs, so fig propagations, rainwater barrels, composting, of course. You see I have the composter here. Actually, let me show you. These are our leaves. They'll be composted. Leaves we were able to scatter and find. And then these is our composter. You can see it's actually quite broken down. It's pretty good quality stuff. I'm going to be using this to add organic matter to some of the plants that are really needing nutrients. So yeah, you can see it's very good quality. It's not really moist, it's a little dry, so I guess I'll just add some water to it in a little. But yeah, we'll definitely use this to add it to our plants, starter seeds, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll update everyone. I'll update you guys and once the cold front really hits. And other than that, have a great day.